give it up for Johnson!
Give it up to Will Purr right there. How we doing? I used to work in construction, you know, and I would work with these old union guys, you know, and I would get bullied every single day, you know? Like, because I work with these guys that had like those tattoos, they'd be like, hey, dirty hands makes clean money. You know, those kind of guys. And then they look at me and I look like clean hands and crippling debt. You know? And it's because, like, it sucks, you know, it sucks. Because, like, I'm a sensitive little boy, you know? I'm a sensitive little boy, you know, it's not great. And I just didn't do what they did. That's why I was getting bullied. I didn't do what union guys did, you know? I didn't, like, drive drunk, you know? Didn't beat my wife, you know? I didn't wake up and chain smoke a pack of Parliaments for breakfast. You know? Yeah, I didn't do that stuff. That was breakfast on a job site. You know, that just a like, pack of Parliaments and sugar-free Red Bull. That was it, you know? They'd be like, we got the breakfast of champions right now. I'm like, that's the breakfast of C students. Yeah, but the good thing about that is you can only bully up to the highest level of education you've got. That's what I learned. So every day I went to work, it just felt like I was going to high school in the 1970s. Yeah, everything was gay. You know, everything was gay. It didn't matter what it was gay. And I started getting called gay after an ice cream truck came to the job site. And I got myself a firecracker ice pop. So I was sucking these firecracker ice pop, which is inherently pretty gay, you know? That is inherently pretty gay. So like you suck one firecracker ice pop and then all of a sudden you're gay Uncle Sam. Like it's kind of not fair. It's kind of not fair, you know? And then like you learn in middle school, you gotta beat that head bully, you know, so I go up to the foreman and be like, is this gay? It was still gay. It was still gay. What sucks is when you're on a job site. There's nowhere to hide. You're getting bullied all day. I had to cry in a porta potty once. Yeah, you tried crying in a porta potty? There's nothing in there to keep the sound in. It echoes. There are men on the other side of the job site being like, did we lock a squirrel in there? Like what's going on? It was bad, man. My best friend at that job, he was a 65-year-old man from India, you know? I mean, best friends. We were piffles, you know? It was beautiful. But like, he didn't understand American lingo at all, you know? He would turn to me, like, he was in the middle of a Zoom meeting one time, and he just turned to me, he's like, hey, what does circle jerk mean? I don't know if you guys, if you don't know what circle jerk means, don't let the imagination go too far. Yeah, I gotta explain because you gotta know for the dress and fit, but it's just men in a circle jerking off, alright? Fun facts, that's gonna be on the quiz all the way out, you know? Just remember that. So, he turns to me, he's like, hey, what's a circle jerk mean? And I don't want to break his 65-year-old Indian man heart, you know? So, I'm just like, I don't know. And then he turns to go onto the company computer, and he's like, don't worry, I'm gonna look it up. I'm like, you can't Google circle jerk on a company computer. I'm like, you can't do that. There's no way you could do that. So I am sitting, I'm like, dude, I think it just means like you sit in a circle and you don't do work. You know, that's what it means. And I must have made it way too normal. Because he just started inviting everybody to circle jerks. He was going around inviting everybody to circle jerk. And the thing is, we love this man. So we let him invite everybody to circle jerks. We were like, dude, he's a circle jerk guy, you know? I remember there was a meeting, and he didn't agree with what was going on in the meeting, so he texted me and my boss in a group chat. He's like, yo, after this, we gotta have a circle jerk. It was great. It was great, you know? The problem is, we let him be the circle jerk guy for way too long, you know? Because our boss's birthday came up. You know, and so he reserved a conference room in Microsoft Outlook. No. Yeah, for boss's 50th birthday circle jerk. That is when HR gets involved. That is fun. When HR sees a circle jerk going on in the conference room, they weren't invited, that's a problem. That is a problem, you know? So, if you haven't been in trouble with HR yet, like, when you get brought in for a meeting, you have to go with a buddy. Guess who he brought in as his buddy? Like me, you know? So I go in, and now this is the time where I'm like, I gotta explain to him what a circle jerk is. So I go to him, and I just go like, hey, do you know what a circle jerk is? And he goes, yes, I looked it up. And it turns out, if you Google circle jerk, the first definition is not sexual at all. All it says is men sitting in a circle reinforcing each other's ideals. You know? Just men sitting in a circle reinforcing each other's feelings, talking about their feelings. That's the only thing gayer than a real circle jerk. My girlfriend and I, we went through a little bit of a pregnancy scare. You know, yeah. Now it got so far along that I was waking up with morning sickness. You know, I would wake up and shoot her a text like, hey, did you get your period yet? She'd say, no, I just throw up. Like, she says that she might be pregnant every single month. It's like, she's making sex so stressful, I've just started faking my orgasms. You know, because the only thing that feels better than coming is peace of mind. Just looking to go to bed at night, that's all I'm looking for. It's wild though, because I don't know, there's no way we could be pregnant or anything like that, because we're like using condoms and stuff, you know? Because like, I'm a respectful, I'm a sensitive young boy. We learned that earlier, you know. So we can't do that. So we're using condoms. The problem is she's vegan. All right. So she's making me use vegan condoms, and I don't know if they necessarily work on me because my dick's free range. You know, it's one of those. This is like a part of the show where I normally get heckled these people like, there's no such thing as vegan. There are real things as vegan condoms, all right? Because real condoms, like real Trojan condoms, have a milk-based lube, you know? And then the vegan condoms, they use guacamole. So, it was good. You know, the problem is, like, I was cool with just, like, the fucking vegan condom. And then the sex evolved into vegan. You know, that's, like, it had to be vegan sex, you know, like I couldn't choke her anymore because it had to be cruelty-free. We should stop there, but no, we evolved. We had to start getting vegan sex toys, you know? Which are just sex toys that run on renewable energy, you know? Like, she sent me a vibrator that runs on solar power, you know? How are we using that? Where are we charging that? Are we putting that in the windowsill? What's the game plan? Are we going to leave that out there and then guard and be like, the gnomes get real kinky at night, you know? What's the game plan? You know, it's fucked up. No, it was just like, there was a vibrator with a little wind turbine at the bottom of it, you know? Like, I'm going to go down and give her a blowjob now, you know? Just. No, it was good. No. We got a sex toy. We got a butt plug, you know? For me, you know? It was vegan, just a carrot, you know? Just a carrot, you know? Working on it tonight plan, you know? It was good, you know. No, we got a real butt plug for me. I read the directions because it was for me, you know. So I see this thing's supposed to be washed after every use, so I was like, you know, let's throw that baby through the dishwasher. Yeah. Like, the problem, listen, it's gotta be clean, I get it. The problem is I got roommates, you know. I come home from work one day, I see that thing being used as a wine stopper. What are you supposed to do? You know, I just walked over, I just spilled the wine, I was like, you can't drink this smells like shit. Yeah. Before I lived with my two roommates now, I used to live with my parents, you know? So, I have all these hot, like, habits from when I lived with my parents, you know? Like, I was walking to my room the other night, I walked past my roommate's room, and I was like, hey, good night, man, I love you. And he didn't say it back. No, that's the messed up part. Like, he knows I don't really love him like that, you know? I love him like a bro, but he didn't say it back, so then I just doubled down. I was just like, good night, my sweet prince. I might have tried to give him a kiss on the forehead, you know? It was, the problem is, my room's next to his room, and in my room was my girlfriend, who at the time I hadn't said I love you to yet. Yeah, so I walked in, she's like, who do you love? I'm like, oh, fuck. And I went in, I was like, hey man, can I cuddle with you tonight? It's like, oh. No, so I got two roommates. One is another stand-up comic, and then the other is a surgeon, you know? Just, if you find out your surgeon lives with two stand-up comedians, you gotta get a new surgeon. You gotta get, he's like, yeah, in the OR, like, dude, like, they take a little money off the rent by playing their podcast while I'm operating. Can't be doing that. But we're like, it's actually really nice though. Like, we got two comedians, a surgeon, it's just a house full of healthcare workers, you know? Laughter's the best medicine. Yeah. It's cool because we're like best friends and we always like hang out in like the rooms together. We're all talking in like the kitchen. Like one time, me and my buddy were booked on the same show. We fucking killed, man. We slaughtered the room. We come home and now me and him are talking in the room. Like, hey man, how are you? And then our surgeon buddy comes over. He's like, hey, how are you? I'm like, dude, tonight we killed. And I'll be like, how was your night? He's like, yeah, me too. All right, thank you guys so much. My name is John. Thank you guys.